Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you again. Today, I want to take a look at a pair of shoes that I am really feeling. These things are full of life and full of energy, and I can't wait to share them with y'all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these J-Tips SAUCONY PROGRID OMNI 9s. So I am really pumped up about this pair. I actually put in for a bunch of raffles for these, and I struck out everywhere that I entered. There was EQL raffles and boutiques had raffles, that sort of thing, and I just kept striking out. I ended up stumbling across this pair and the tan pair online whenever I was looking at a boutique. It's called Hush Life Boutique. I think they might be out of Jersey, but shout out to them. They were sitting on there. They had them listed for $185 US. Looking at the style and the silhouette, that kind of thing, I just figured it was worth that money. I don't think they're going for real high on the resale market, but I don't know if you can get them for retail anymore. I'll have to look and see if they're still on Hush Life, and I'll just put some text across the screen to let you know if they're still there or not. As I mentioned, there's two colors of these. This is the purple and pink pair. The box matches it, but then there was also a tan colored pair. I really preferred this one, and this is more of J-Tip's signature style. I feel like it's just got those real vibrant pops of colors. Not that the tan pair is lacking in any colors, but I just feel like this one is more of that J-Tip's kind of style. And if you're familiar with him, then you'll see what I'm talking about whenever I get into him. But on the top, we've got his Save Your Mountain logo there. And I heard him explaining that part of the mountain logo that he always uses, we see other mountains on the back, but he's just saying that he's always trying to improve just the continuous climb. Every day you're just trying to get a little bit better, and I really like that. I love that kind of mentality. I think mindset has a lot to do with how you perform and what you put out in the world, so a little bit of extra positivity, I'm always for that. On the front of the box, we can see it says made by J-Tips on the top of the lid, and then underneath of that it says Saucony. Here we can see his globe logo as well as the flower logo, and then we've also got kind of the silhouette of his face there in the middle as well. The tag reads PROGRID OMNI 9. The colors are pink and purple. On just about all Sauconys, I go true to size. Sometimes they're snug, but the materials are always really soft and breathable, so they're very comfortable going true to size, even though I have wide feet. And I don't know if I pointed it out yet, but just in case I didn't, on the bottom it says your day just got more comfortable, and who doesn't want to feel more comfortable? And then here we are. I'm recording this pretty early in the morning for a couple of reasons. One is so that you can see all these beautiful details, so that the sun just comes in perfectly on these beauties. And another reason is because I have a lot to do today. The theme of these was to-do list, and I saw him in an interview saying that he wanted to make a shoe that you could throw on when you had a lot to do. He wanted this to be a shoe that you'd feel comfortable in standing for long periods of time. He said he was reflecting back on his days working in retail. He just wanted to make a shoe that would enable you to be comfortable while, you know, checking everything off of that to-do list. And I think that kind of goes back to his Save Your Mountain type of design, just always climbing, always getting better, always reaching for the next achievement, accomplishment. I'm just really feeling these and the inspiration of them. Maybe my favorite thing that I heard him say was in regards to, he said people tell him a lot like, oh, your designs are so loud, they're so vibrant, they've got so much color, there's so much going on with them. And he said that he wanted to make his designs for people who were being intentional on having a good day. Like he said, if you want to have a mediocre day or just a meh kind of day, you can go and you can put on some boring, quiet sneakers and you can fit in with everybody else. But he said that a shoe like this, if you go and you grab a pair of shoes this vibrant, with this much life and this much color on them, and you put them on, he said you're being intentional and you're saying, I want to have a good day. And I just think that's great, because again, I think a lot of your mindset has to do with how your day is going to go. If you're just having a blah day, then guess what? You're going to keep having a blah day. But if you wake up and you say, today's going to be a good day, today's going to be vibrant and full of life, then, I mean, you can almost materialize that in your own life. But anyhow, maybe that makes sense. Maybe I'm rambling. I haven't had all my coffee yet. But anyhow, I think these are just absolutely beautiful. While I was waiting on these to come, I was thinking in my head, there's no way that I will like these as much as my Baklava 1906s that I just got. And this is what I'm referring to. Obviously, it's another retro runner, but this is the Action Bronson Medusa Azul, I think is the colorway. I absolutely love these things, and I was thinking that these would have a hard time competing with this pair, but I'm here to tell you, I like these just as much, and I might even like them a little bit more. I know that the masses might not agree with that, simply because this one is definitely more low-key and probably easier to wear in most people's opinions, but I just love the pop of these. I like that it's something that would get attention. I like it when somebody sees your shoes and they strike up a conversation with you simply based on the fact that they think your shoes are interesting. And then you can kind of get into the designer, the inspiration behind it, whatever. But I just like anything that helps to spark up a conversation. I think in this age where it's all tech, anything that helps inspire somebody saying hi, or just even, hey, nice kicks, I think that's great. I'm all for it, and these shoes are definitely a conversation starter. But looking at the outsole, we can see that even that is just full of a lot of vibrant colors. We've got some nice light blue and some pink hits for the traction. We've got a hard pink plastic there at the midfoot, and that's to add some rigidity. I think on the New Balances, they call that stability web. I'm not sure if they have a name for it on SAUCONY's, but you'll see a lot of similarities between shoes like this and shoes like the 1906R, the 2002R, that kind of thing. They're all from that same retro runner kind of niche. Underneath the heel, we can see some dark blue foam, and it also says PROGRID. Not sure if you can see that on there. As we come up to the side of the shoe, you can see that pink plastic wraps up to the midsole area, and at that midsole area, we see a nice darker foam, as well as the pink foam. On the back, we've got this green PROGRID accent, and much like the 2002R and the 1906R, I just love all the lines in this midsole. I think it's really interesting looking. You can see a little bit of that light blue rubber wrapping up from the traction, and then we've also got some light blue foam up here towards the front as well. The upper sits on top of a nice pink colored mesh. It's very breathable. It's got a cool honeycomb kind of texture to it. These overlays are just simply amazing. Amazing. The more that you look at them, the more little details jump out at you, such as there's little like fingerprint texture down here on the purple. Hopefully you can see that on camera. It's not on all the overlays, but you can see it there on the purple. Then we've kind of got a little honeycomb texture on the overlays going up the eye stays. I really like this iridescent kind of pink color. It's almost got like a pearlescent hue to it. We've got that classic Saucony Creek logo, and that's in a light blue color. That's also reflective. There's reflective scattered throughout this whole upper, but I really like all these little details on the overlays. They're not premium materials. It's not really nice leather or anything. Most of it is just all synthetic. Actually, I think all of it is synthetic, but I love the little extra design hits. Like on this gray overlay, we've got these little pink polka dots on there. We've got his flower logo there on the back of the left shoe, and we've also got some Savior branding on the outside of that shoe. On the back inside of the right shoe, we have his globe emblem. And on the outside of that one, we've got some more Savior branding as well. The base of the tongue is the same style mesh as this pink mesh, but it's in a navy blue color. And then as we come to the top, we see some lighter pink mesh on that tongue as well. The tag on the right shoe is kind of that pearlescent pink material, but then the tag on the left shoe has that Savior Mountain emblem on there. At the heel of the shoe, we can see we've got some purple mesh, and I really just love the way all these colors go together. They are just absolutely beautiful. And if I'm being honest, when I see a pair of shoes like this, it does lift my spirits. I know that might sound goofy and maybe I just sound crazy, but when I see something vibrant and full of life and peppy and energetic like this, it's contagious to me. So J-Tips, I gotta salute you, man. I think these are absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to rock these. And I know some people will think, what the heck is that highlighter that he is wearing on his feet? And I'm good with that. I like things being busy. I feel like life is busy, life is hectic, and this is just a little way to keep things happy. We got some oval style rope laces, and that's in a purple color, and it matches the mesh here around the heel. The sock liner is green, and it says made by J-Tips down on there. Hopefully y'all can see that in white stitching. The insole of the left shoe has his globe emblem down on it, and the insole of the right shoe has his signature down on it. All right, well, that was a pretty quick look at these. I know there's a lot to cover, and hopefully I did these things justice. I really love them. I think this is a great pair for anybody that needs a little pick-me-up, or anybody that's tired of the same old, same old. It's definitely a comfortable silhouette. I have had this silhouette before, and I'm a big fan of Saucony. I can't wait to see what they do next. I think this is their third collaboration with J-Tips, and I hope to see more like it, because I think these things are absolutely beautiful. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.